Am I here? Are we live? Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? I think yes, right? Hello! Welcome, everyone, to the Misadventures with the Greasy Snitches. I don't think that title is right, but we're sticking with it because that's the only asset we have. So, welcome, everyone. I am your dungeon master, Paul Gabat, also known as DMPaulG in social media. And right now, let me see.
Someone vanished.
Someone
DM.
vanished. What happened? What happened to our teleportation device?
I think the teleportation device got the fish.
Got the fish. Oh no. What happened to our fish? Just give me a second. Yeah, I think
You
she'll be
probably had to
back.
take a water break.
Yep.
Yep.
Water break at the beginning of the stream, of course.
Yeah.
That's
Don't forget, always
how you
hydrate.
do it. All right, so we are doing things a bit different this stream because I don't know why I approve this, but since we have the Forbidden One as Lena's patron, everything just starts. I don't know. NPC starts dying, and things start going wrong, and now two of our players' internet connection have been cut off. Most probably, I don't know if the Forbidden One destroyed their internet towers.
In my defense, Siegfried had it coming. But Carradman did not.
That's probably why. So, right now we'll do a different setup. We'll do a different setup today, and this will be more of a instead of continuing our D&D session. Where they left off because let me just give you a brief background what happened last session. Our adventurers arrive in the city of Flan in the Moonsea region, and this is in the world of Toril, which is basically known as the Forgotten Realms. And when they arrived there, they don't know where they were, and they're trying to get information, trying to get a place to sleep, and they arrive at the Greasy Snitches Inn, where the Greasy Snitches easily drain them all of their coins and scam after another. They became part of the Greasy Snitches Guild as adventurers, and when they're about to take a quest, Lena just killed an NPC. Well, not Lena, of course, not Lena. Lena, quote unquote, sacrificed a poor spellcaster as a tribute to the Forbidden One, and
By accident.
by accident, of course.
By accident.
Cerant and Ven slept at the barn, and Carradwen slept at an abandoned house, and Siegfried used his skill to disguise himself as Lena and tried to get our cosplayer adventurer and scam him as well, like a snitch too, like a Greasy Stitches would do, and try to sleep in his room there. And from there, they were attacked. Come morning, they were attacked by skeletons, and then poof, they got teleported into a room, a white room that is basically full of gold, like a sea of gold, and that's where we ended. Yes, and now we're gonna do this. Wow, where did Ven go? Did she go like to the deepest ocean or something? Why is she not?
She probably had to go to like a special part of the ocean for her water.
Yep, there. And so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do, instead of continuing our session, because again the Forbidden One basically knocked off the internet connection of two of our players, we're gonna do some Maritas moment. We're gonna do we're gonna talk about the players. We're gonna talk about their characters' background, how they created their characters, or basically how why are their characters adventuring right now. And then from here on, let's see what they don't have yet in terms of their story, what they haven't expanded on yet, and then let's see if chat can help. Like if there's like an unknown NPC, you don't have a name for it yet, let the chat help, right? And if there's, for example, a place that you don't know or you haven't decided on yet, we're all here. Chat is here. I'm here. The players who have internet connection in here was not affected by the anti magic or anti electricity anti internet field. We're all here. So there.
Hey.
Okay.
I
And
swear, it's still an accident.
okay. Let's see. I think Ven also got affected by the forbidden one. Oh
Yep.
no.
Now we just have the bird and the small one.
Okay. But I
That
feel like
small.
it's okay. I feel like someone is coming. So
Don't take that out of context, chat.
now it's gonna be clipped and then we're dead. That's it. We're just only gonna go up to episode 2. That's it.
Shadow
No.
Band episode.
Shadow
2.
Ban. We're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons in the Shadow Realm. That's how we're gonna do it. Underground stream. Okay, so we'll start with Lena, or actually, let's introduce the people that we have here. So let's start with you, Lena, or B. Introduce yourself. What do you do? What's keeping you busy? BC, right? Boo.
No.
No, that was a bit forced, but yeah. And who's the character that you're playing?
All right, so hi chat. So I'm B, or people like to call me Queen B, and I play Lena, the Air Genasi Warlock, who, as you guys have heard for the last 2 sessions, that she does in fact have the Forbidden One as her patron. So I myself am a spiritual advisor and a seer, and I do tarot reading and spiritual healing, I guess is the term, or I can't words, but basically I do I advise people with their spiritual paths and everything like that. And I also do artisanal things. So one of the things that I do that I recently have done is I also do graphic arts noise for VTubers as a pastime. So in case you guys do need a little bit, stream things, please do hit me up on
We
that
didn't
one.
know that.
Yeah, it's actually because it's new. I just did it. Oh, so you're here. So you're here, Siegfried.
Someone has decided to join us today.
You little shit. Oh my god. But yeah. So other than that, chat, I like to
You like
no,
to...
I'd like to punch Siegfried, but it's okay. Good morning. Good morning, Siegfried. How was your sleep, good sir?
I've fought 100 men. Still didn't take me down. I live another day, I guess.
As Van polymorph into Siegfried. Siegfried, why don't you go introduce yourself? As Ian, what do you do? What's keeping you busy in real life or in the internet? And who's the character that you're playing?
Oh, alright. Well, I am Ian in real life. I work, I guess, is the proper term. I'm juggling between different projects. I work as a graphic designer and brand consultant, so I handle most of the stuff of my clients, from social media, creation, I guess from different brands, from fintech to law. I have even a client from the law side and fashion side.
So good.
Oh yeah. I guess it's what I do. In the internet, though, I play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh!
It shows
Which is
Let's
Okay,
go.
wait. But the big
different
question,
thing.
Siegfried, do you have the forbidden one in your deck?
Oh my gosh, I've been defeated by the Forbidden One, and I still have not. I haven't gotten my hands into the 5 cards. I have to
You're
pull
not
some
chosen then. It's
packs.
okay. I expected it.
I am addicted to Yu-Gi-Oh! I've spent a lot. That's
Spent a lot? Oh no!
No.
You know those guys who wail on gotcha games? Oh
Mm.
no!
Oh no.
I don't know how many packs I've opened.
Now I'm very suspicious of Siegfried. If you look at his bangs, it's covering one eye. Like, what is he covering? Why do you?
Uh, if I flip my hair,
That's the wrong card. It doesn't have that.
card could fit there.
Anyway,
Spades.
let's go to our. I'm about to say my favorite character, and then everyone else will just jump on. So no, the biggest avatar that we have here,
The biggest.
right? The most expensive avatar.
Wait.
Cerant, why don't you go?
All right. Hi, I am Cerant, or in real life, I'm known as Nicola, also known as IcedTeaGaming. I stream on Twitch every now and then. Mainly streaming between Valorant and League of Legends. So you can tell I really like to hurt myself on stream that way. On the side, I am also a writer, though I have not published any works recently, unlike our DM over here.
Hey.
Hey, nice segue. Yes, I do write adventures, and the adventures that we're playing, which is the first one, is A Dragon's Breath, which is available in DMsGuild.com. So if you go to DMsGuild.com and just search Paul Gabat, all the things that I've worked on will be there, and you can get them all if you want to play the adventures yourself together with your friends there. So this is what we're gonna do. Or what we're gonna do today, Siegfried, if you're not aware, because you just came back from the shadow realm of sleep.
Look at that cards behind me.
What we're going to do is we're gonna have we're just gonna go and chat about our experience in D&D, and then we're gonna reveal our background to our viewers. That way, when they watch our future streams, they will know that, holy crap, this is the one that this Siegfried is trying to avoid from his background and all that stuff. So they will know that. So those who are not watching us right now, they're missing out. I mean, this is the reveal. This is how they will know how Lena came to be, why Cerant now sleeps inside a barn next to horses, next to horse shit and all that. Like from there to here, right? Like, what happened?
Yeah. Oh, so I see that there was a question in chat that was asking if Lena was based off Rani. So it's very funny because Lena is not based off Rani, but Rani just literally became the perfect description of what I had planned for Lena, because Lena is an air genasi, and I read up in the D&D lore that air genasis tend to have like a blue tint onto them, a little bit, you know? So when I saw Rani, I was like, wait a minute. She's blue. I'm a warlock. I think this is like the perfect time.
Yeah, actually, From Software contacted me about that. They want to know if they can copy Lena and turn her into Rani. So
Oh yeah.
that's basically what happened there. So let's go. Let's do this.
Oh my god, let's go.
Are you
Alright.
ready? Why are you guys
Mhm.
nervous? Now I'm nervous. what what are
pretty
you gonna
okay.
reveal? All right. Yeah, we can start. We can start with Lena since you gave a brief description about your character. Do you mind like when did you start telling us when did you start playing Dungeons and Dragons or any tabletop RPG like what's the first game you played and then how was it and why are you still playing? Why are you playing with us?
Well, true. That's a really good question. But actually, I'm kidding. I love you
Surprise.
guys. Surprise.
Nice.
So I forgot what year I started, but a big shout out to one of the viewers, which is Janora. Janora is actually pretty good with TTRPG because she's also a TTRPG writer, and she's also a DM. So she was the one that kind of introduced me to D&D first because she was like, "Oh hey, little girl, wanna try D&D?" kind of thing.
Very sus, but okay.
Yeah. I was like, "All right, cool." And she did this solo session with me on how I made my first character, which was I do believe it was a cleric, because I wanted to embody like. I am a pretty little cleric woman who was healing, and then you realize the mechanics of D&D, and I'm just like, oh, I can't climb this box because I have shit strength. Well, shit. So it's like that kind of thing. So after that first session, it kind of just domino effect afterwards because afterwards we met our group of friends who eventually became the tavern, as we like to call ourselves, and we have amazing dungeon masters where we basically had these continuous sessions with our characters. And all right, so small trigger warning, I guess, to the chat since there's mentions of death in the next few sentences. So I think one of the sessions that made it very memorable for me with D&D was so when my mother passed away, one of my friends who was a DM decided, because you know that culture, especially here in the Philippines, where we technically stay up during the wake, right? So we said, okay, we need a way to kind of stay up a bit and watch over the casket. And then one of my friends was like, all right, how about we do? I like how he said, let's do a one shot for tonight. And that one shot D&D session ended up being a full blown campaign.
Wow.
And yeah, and because of that, that was when I got attached to to the process of character creation, lore building, and really getting into the hype of Dungeons and Dragons and how much. And you know what? I just want to admit, Dungeons and Dragons really helped me through a tough time. And it's the reason why I still play it. It's because I have a lot of fun memories with it. I've met new friends, and in a way, it did help me with my grief. It helped me realize that, oh hey, there's still so much things that we could look forward to. We can still have fun. There's a lot of things that I can look forward to, even if right now I'm still a little sad. But hey, I got my characters, I got my dice, I got my DM, and I'm here to fuck up the campaign a little bit every now and then. But yeah, so I think it's more than anything the reason why I love D&D. It's because it just brings people together. And I always love to sit around with everybody and to listen to other people's stories, not just as players, but also to their characters. And I think one of the biggest takeaways I've got with the TTRPG community, especially with D&D, is that I have made a lot of long-lasting friendships with everybody. And hopefully, the Greasy Snitches can be those people too.
that was way deeper than I was expecting. I was expecting like a very generic answer, and then but first, before I forget, you're all witnesses to this. When I die,
Go.
can we have knock on wood, right? when I die,
You're not gonna do it.
not now, not now. We still have a stream. But when I die, can we have like a convention at my wake? Can we do that? Like a D&D convention, like everybody's just playing D&D. Like when you arrive, you sign at the front door, and then they give you like a pre-gen character, and then
Oh
okay,
yeah.
join that table. There's coffee and some biscuits, and then you play Dungeons and Dragons, right?
You know
I
what?
think that would be pretty cool because I feel like even if we're at a wake, I think that this is just my opinion, okay, chat? I feel that being in the wake, it doesn't always have to mean it has to be kind of sad, you know?
Right, right.
I feel like I know that we're technically grieving, yes. But, well, for my mother's wake, it was more on, instead of feeling grief, it just felt like really warm and happy because everybody was like playing Mahjong and then people were playing Dungeons and Dragons. So I was like, huh, it felt merry. But
Mhm.
it's the kind of thing where you didn't forget them. It's just more on you're celebrating their life, but you're also, continuing to live yours.
Exactly. All
You
right.
know what, DM? I will do my best to make your wish come true.
Are you saying that I'm gonna die first before?
No,
Yes.
knock on wood.
Okay.
Sabi na kita na.
Yeah, this will happen in like what, 20, 30 years, hopefully more into the future.
50.
So 50. Okay. If I'm what do you call that place where all the old people
The
kind of
retirement
stay?
home.
Your
Yep,
retirement
yep,
home.
right. I'm just gonna run D&D games there. That's the plan.
You know what would be so funny na when you grow old, DM, is that you
Uh,
forget everything else except your D&D knowledge. You just remember
really?
being a dungeon master.
You just imagine DM like, yeah, I know how to create a character. I know all of these rules. What's my name? I don't know.
That's why they call it like when you're like when you play Dungeons and Dragons for a long time, they call you a sage, call you a wizard, like you have like a long beard and everything because that's the only thing you remember, D&D.
I
All
would
right.
love that.
Okay. So let's make sure that we stay at the same retirement home. Okay. and, and then whoever like is the first wake we go to, then let's make sure there's like a convention of where we play TTRPG, Dungeons and Dragons, some mahjongs as well, anything, and
Oh yeah,
other
do you
card
guys know
games.
how to play? Do you guys know how to play mahjong?
No.
We'll
I know
have
how to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
we'll have a session where we just play mahjong and
Yu-Gi-Oh.
yep,
There's
we'll
actually
have
an
that.
online mahjong called Mahjong Soul, and you can actually play with your friends.
Not a sponsored ad, by the way.
Yeah, not a sponsored ad.
All right. So yeah, thank you for that. So that's good. Wow, that's again that answer was way deeper than I was expecting. So what's your favorite class of all the class that you've played in Dungeons and Dragons? What feels right to you?
I think for me, my favorite class from experience was I thought I was gonna like cleric until how do I say this? I thought I was gonna like cleric until I realized that being the healer sucks in D&D. Not gonna lie.
Why? Why does it suck for you, Alina? What happens when you're the cleric in a D&D party?
It's because when you tell the people like, can you please like not aggressively try to kill yourself fairly quickly, you heal them, and then like next round they take critical damage again and then they're down. And I'm like, but I just healed you and I told you not to do it. Now I like spent one spell slot to heal your sorry ass. But sure, don't listen to the healer. But then I feel like for me, I always enjoyed the rogue. Simply because at this point, you know what? I'm not gonna stress over the healing. I'm just gonna stab and run. That's gonna be my life now.
So what's your message for our viewers? Should they listen to the cleric now that you played a rogue and now you're a warlock? Do you still recommend that our viewers, when they play Dungeons and Dragons or any other tabletop RPGs, that they should listen to their healer? Or
I will.
just
Okay, you know what? From experience, chat. Yes, you should listen to your healer. You know why? Because they control whether you live or die. I'm just saying. Unless
Wait,
you guys are okay being resurrected as zombies, you know. I mean, there's also a domain for that.
right? They shouldn't be offended. Like they go against your will, like your suggestion, and they die because you don't heal them. But then when you heal them and they become undead, they complain,
Exactly. I was like, you're not dead.
right?
You're just, you know, you're not human. I mean, it still counts, right?
You're better. you're
You're an undead.
and then wait, I just saw this in chat. Imagine playing Yu-Gi-Oh in a wake and someone pulls an Exodia.
There was actually somebody who also said that, what if you did a roll, the DM goes, roll for constitution before a cardiac arrest?
Oh no. Oh no. And then you fail and you die and
Well,
at least that'll be a story. That'll be a story to tell, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So on my deathbed, I should have. All right. So I don't know how it got into this. Why we're discussing these topics, but we're basically planning my last days now. But on my deathbed, there should be a D20. So when I know that it's time, I'll just roll the dice, and if
Wait.
it rolls high, damn it, give me the dice again. So I can't die until I roll low. And so the people that's there, you know, will be able to tell that story. It'll be memorable, to say the least, right?
yeah, and you know, I agree with Chat because honestly, when I was a cleric, I got sick and tired of my party not listening to me, and I was just like spending so much spell slots just to heal them and help them. I was like, you know what? You want to heal? Pay for it. I mean, straight up, just pay for it. It's their healing tax, like the healthcare system. Yes.
Love it. All right, so we have a cleric, then turn to a rogue, and then
Or a warlock.
now you're a warlock. Why? Why not a rogue and be like Siegfried?
I feel like if I was a rogue, I would have just pretty much spent my entire session 1 trying to kill him, I think.
Okay.
I'm kidding, Siegfried. I love you, sort of.
I'll be watching my back.
Dangerous.
It's not like I like you or anything. Char.
So let's go, and now I think this is what people are waiting for. Like, let's talk about the lore, Lena's lore,
Sure.
Lena's background story. So, do you remember your background story?
Yeah. Yes. Chad, I am a good player because I have kept my character sheet for in D&D Beyond. Not sponsored, but you know, maybe.
You know.
Beyond, wink,
If you're
wink.
listening, right? And but yeah, so Lena, tell us where did you come from, and why do you have all those things in your hat? That there's like a snake paraphernalia and those scarabs, and what is that thing you're holding? Yeah, so let's go from the beginning. Like, where are you from, and what was Lena doing there?
Okay. So chats, I hope you guys don't mind if I just read from my backstory. It's not long, I swear. I made it as concise as I
Okay.
can.
Okay.
So, a quick story time for Lena. Oops. And I misclicked and now it's gone. Okay. Here. All right. So, Lena King is the daughter of famous archaeologist, adventurer Cronius King and his genie wife, Iwa. She is the second child in the family, having an elder brother named Ezra, who closely followed in their father's footsteps. The Kings are a fairly known merchant family that specialized in selling ancient artifacts and valuable vintage trinkets. During their many travels as a family, Cronius one day bestows a gift to his only daughter, a golden sarcophagus, of which he excavated in God's Watch Mountain. Dun dun dun. Unbeknownst to him, however, the seemingly harmless box was a vessel of something much more sinister. In an old wives' tale, it was believed that an almighty deity once descended upon the earth and brought about terror, chaos, and destruction to all that he crossed. A group of powerful magicians banded together to seal away this fearsome creature, successfully trapping him into a necklace, and used the remaining of their power to conjure a sarcophagus to lock him away forever. Since then, the whereabouts of this ancient relic has been lost to history, and none have been able to pinpoint its exact location. When word came out that the kings were in possible possession of this long-lost artifact, multiple groups of both collectors and bandits alike decided to raid the king household. In a fit of panic, Lena opened the box and grabbed the contents inside in hopes to hide the object safely and flee from the raiders. However, upon contact, she accidentally awakened the sleeping chaos that resided within the necklace. Left with no other choice and wanting to protect her family, Lena forges a pact with the entity, allowing it to share its powers with her in exchange for her body and loyalty. The pact came with an unexpected price too, a curse that forbade her from uttering her true name. Redacted.
You mean Lena is not her real name?
It is. Sorta.
Oh, sorta. Oh, all right. So, what episode are we gonna hear like Lena's full name? Is it gonna be at episode 200 or?
Oh my god. Is this like anime?
Yeah, we're gonna do like our stream will be like since we're doing like our time slot is like Saturday morning cartoons here in the Philippines. So why don't we do like up to 300 episodes of
Oh my
stream,
God.
right?
I would be
Without
fairly-
breaks. but like anime, like what's happening right now, episode 2, we have like a filler episode already.
Mhm. I know. Oh no, the card is back. Nice.
Yeah, and now you have the card. All right.
But yeah, I guess for the extra tidbit for chat, so you see this little bottle that Lena is holding. So this bottle is actually it's not a wondrous item, but it is a enchanted item, yes. And this little bottle here actually holds an unlimited supply of iced coffee. You heard it. Inside this bottle is endless supply of iced coffee, like it never runs out.
I want one in real life.
That is wow. Okay, we should have that. Why don't we have that? All right, it's Lena's phylactery. Oh my!
Oh, shit.
I think chat is onto something. They know.
They know. Oh
They
no,
know.
they know. Chat, don't do this.
That golden coffee, the golden sarcophagus that Lena was talking about.
Oh
All right. Okay, so with this, for those obviously not me, the DM, who's not listening, but just for example, we have viewers that are not listening, and you haven't mentioned this yet. Like, so why are you here now? Why are you adventuring? Why? What is Lena's goal? Why are you here?
Honestly, she just literally wants to have a reason not to just spend her day studying. Really, she just like, you know what? Maybe I need a life outside books and spell work. Also, she realizes, I don't have a lot of friends. Shit, I don't have a lot to do either. So, it's the part where she asks her dad, like, Mom, Dad, can I go on an adventure? No reason. And then just like, all right, sure, sweetie, have fun. And because honestly, I think one thing I look forward to with Lena is her father is literally that kind of dad who's like, oh, you're going on a very dangerous adventure where you're going to probably get killed? That sounds neat, dear. Here, have some equipment. Maybe they'll help you survive a little longer.
Wait. So you're telling me that Lena's parents are still alive? Like you're not one of those like 1 out of 99, like 99% of the adventurers whose parents are dead or missing or
I'm
in another plane?
unfortunately, I'm unfortunately not Sasuke, chat. So I'm not Sasuke. So I still have both my parents and my older brother. He's
And your
he's
brother
an
is
idiot.
still. Oh,
Yeah, he's an
wow.
idiot though.
What's this? So we have an adventurer whose family is still together, basically have no no problems, no qualms about her family, and you just want to go out. You just want to make some friends, and you're bored.
Touch
You don't want to
grass. Mm-hmm.
touch grass.
Yeah.
Holy crap! That is. So we have a very, very rare adventure here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, but before I forget, chat, so I'll let you in a secret that only the chat knows. Lena doesn't know that I told you. So
Okay.
basically, the reason why she's also going onto this adventure, it's because she wants to do a little favor for the Forbidden One. So she needs to go around to find certain things.
Oh.
But I never told
alright.
you that, okay?
All right. Let's I'm gonna go ahead and help chat a bit. So, is this a person that you're looking for?
No.
Is this an animal?
No. Unless Cerant counts.
Wait a minute.
Is this a thing that you're looking
Yes.
for? Oh, is it only one thing or multiple things that you're looking for?
Multiple things.
Oh, okay. All right. I think we'll stop there, or else why stream, right? Let's just give everything.
I want to know, why was I attacked out of nowhere here?
Maybe you have the thing that Lena is looking for. That's why she's with you guys.
I mean, I have feathers on my hat. God knows where I got them.
And God knows you're staying away from me.
Oh, Cerant is an artificer, right? He makes things.
Yes.
So,
But can you make a good cup of iced coffee, though? Hmm.
Best I can do is an alchemist jug.
all right. So Lena is now adventuring here. So you have a good family, still living, and happy family, quote unquote happy family. Your father's name is Scronius King.
Mhm.
Is an archaeologist.
Adventure. Mhm.
Adventurer, and Iwa is your mother, who's a genie. You said, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know why she said yes to dad, but all I know from what their story was, mom said no multiple times, but she just said there was something about my dad that made her charmed by him. And then me and my brother look at my dad, who literally shoots things
Mm-hmm.
as the answer for most things. Like, literally, my father believes he can solve everything with a gun. So, I guess maybe that was what my mother was into. Maybe.
Okay. Maybe your dad has a big collection of, artifacts.
Mm-hmm. Probably,
Right.
probably.
Right.
Wink.
Right. Okay. So, good thing we have the mature content, mature rating on this.
Definitely.
All right. Good thing we
Also,
have that.
I want to thank the mod. She gave us a drink.
Oh, she gave us yeah. Well,
Well,
I
Lena
think at the
at
end-
least.
I think, yeah. What happened to Siegfried? Yeah, we were being served drinks. How come I don't have a drink? And my flame skulls also want some drinks.
Where's my coffee?
Oh my god.
There you go. All right. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
By
Thank you.
the end of the stream, there'll be like so many things on our screen, right? Anyway, so Lena, right now, you're from the God's Watch Mountain, and for those who don't know, that's actually a real location in the Forgotten Realms, and it's actually in the also known as Tela Shan. And in case those who are want to know where that is, and eastern border of Semfar. It's to the east.
That sounds
east.
really, really far away. Yeah.
Yes, it's as far. And what's this? In the God's Watch Mountains, I heard a rumor. Well, again, this is from the Greasy Snitches Inn, so I'm not sure if it's accurate or not. That in the God's Watch Mountains, there's like a gathering of gods that are not from the Forgotten Realms. Like they're from a different realm or a different planet. More specifically, Earth.
What's on Earth?
I don't know. I have no idea what that is. but that's a rumor that I've heard. And whatever powers are there currently, and why they're here in the Forgotten Realms, and why they're making a pact with folks like Lena, we don't know. Are there other folks like Lena who made a pact with these types of high-powered beings, right? And will our adventurers encounter them in the future?
Wait, there's
knows?
more of me?
Who also don't want to reveal their full names because
Small.
we don't know. Well, we'll see. I'll make sure that one of them is like a bug collector with like big round glasses.
Oh my god.
We'll have that. But
Hopefully
yeah.
nobody has like a fear with bugs or spiders or any of the sort.
Yeah, we'll have our bot in chat. Yeah, have all those. We'll have a lot of content warning when we play, because I don't know, the adventures that we play. Whoever wrote them, I don't know, they're so messed up. So
DMPaulG.
yeah. So when we play them, yeah, we'll have at the beginning of our stream, we'll also tell them the content warning and safety tools, and why is Siegfried's drink upside down.
According to chat, it's
Hmm.
because he aggressively summoned it.
I failed my summoning check, and now my coffee is sticking to the cup upside down like a DQ blizzard.
So that's why you should be nice to your server. Whenever you go out, ask for drinks, be nice, don't be rude no matter what's happening.
We have to be nice to
Visible or
Mama
invisible?
Mod.
I'm getting
Yeah.
red.
Yes,
I'm getting
Siegfried.
red.
Mama Mod can make you disappear if she wanted. She's more
Mama
powerful
Mod.
than the forbidden,
Mama
forbidden
Mod.
one.
Mama Mod will now stick. Alright, Mama. Clip that.
Love it.
Alright, I'm clipping it. Okay. Anything. So right now, Lena has been. Do you wanna? When we had our, if chat doesn't know, we had our session 0. So what we did is we actually played an adventure. So we can. This is basically where all the characters meet, and they were brought into the Feywild, and you'll learn more about that story as you continue to watch the stream about what fully happened there. But one thing I remember is that at the end of that session, there was a big hand that popped out behind, at Lena's back, like spectral construct thingy with big chains. It's just a big hand, and it attacked one of the Archfey. It attacked the Raven. So what was that all about? What happened there?
I honestly, okay,
Me as Lena, I actually don't remember anything that happened. I just woke up feeling better, and then we were banished apparently.
Oof. Okay. So we don't know what that is. If your patron is the Forbidden One, and then you saw an arm, are we expecting that we're gonna see another arm in the future, or a leg, or another leg, or a head?
or
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he's supposed to be a dismembered body. Gross, but acceptable.
Okay. I hope no other like things popped up except for the arms, legs, and head. Because
but if Bayonetta comes out of that realm, I'm like, yes, mommy. I wouldn't mind if she pops out.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot to take in. I guess my last question here, and for those who just joined us, you're probably asking, "Hey, why are you not playing Dungeons and Dragons?" And that's because the Forbidden One. That's the excuse that we're gonna go with. Basically trampled over the internet towers of two of our players, Ven and Carried Wen. So they're out Now what we're doing is we're dropping lore. We're dropping character lore to everyone. We're dropping their backstories. If you have questions, you can go ahead and ask them in chat, and we'll try to answer them. All right, as much as we can. Okay. Yeah. So going back, my last question: what does Ezra, your big brother, look like, and is he hot?
Ah,
Well, I guess for the sake of the chat and because he is also a hopeless romantic, yes, he's hot. Please do date him. He's very lonely.
time to I guess we're gonna see fan art.
Ah, looks at artist kun. Fan art?
Maybe you can give like a brief description of your brother, or what would his Tinder DP would look like.
What's a Tinder?
What's a Tinder? Isn't that the wood for fire?
Yep, yeah. So that illuminates the face and you can see them, and if you like that person, you can date that person. But yeah, we should have a D&D Tinder. It's gonna be like a cantrip with like the message built in, the message spell built in, and minor illusions so you can see the face and all that. All right. When you swipe left, they get disintegrated.
Wait,
Bro, what?
I was offer to make it as an artificer, but if we go down that route, I think that's a no.
All right. Okay. But yeah, Lena, do you want to give a description of your older brother, or next time? Do you want to keep it? You want to keep it hidden for now? Like
Oh, if you guys
for the
want
for the
like
fan art, yeah, for the fan art and stuff.
if you guys want somebody as a reference,
I guess the closest person in the real world, as you call it, I do believe his name is Jalal from Fairy Tale. My brother looks like that.
Jalal
I don't
from
know why
Fairy
Claude
Tail.
was very much ahead in searching this.
Yes.
And
So my brother has the same blue hair as me, but shorter. Yes. And he always insists on wearing the fluffy coat like I do, but more masculine because he got jealous because this one is from my mom. And she got it from a really nice shop, and he got mad because he said, "What about me, Mom?" And I said, "Well, you're not the favorite daughter or the favorite child."
no.
And then he ended up crying to Mama, and then Mama ended up making this for him. But that's him. Right there, the tiny. Well, he's not tiny,
He's tinier.
down there. I mean, wait,
He's
no.
tiny down there. He's not tiny.
Wait, no. No, he's not tiny. Down there, or up there.
I think I know why your brother doesn't have a love life right now, and if he's with you all the time, and that's
I swear. I'm pretty sure by logic, I'm pretty sure he should have inherited my father's
big collection.
big collection. Yes, by
Alright.
theory.
Okay,
Theory.
by theory.
Yes.
Okay. we're gonna have some either some fan art or some sexy fan art happening soon. Okay. All right.
Yes, please do date him. He's very lonely.
Okay. So did he get like his dad's like a complexion, or is it like
he
the same
did.
as you, like with a? Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he followed most of my dad's human traits. He only got my
Nice.
mom's hair. But that's why I'm my mother's favorite. I'm my mother's daughter. And it means I'm not adopted.
Oh. Wait.
Wait.
All right, we'll stop there. Okay, thank you for that. Chat, do you have any questions for Lena or Lena's player before we move on to other players? Now is the time, as Jalal just turned into like hair, and that's it.
He looks like-
Looks
yeah,
like a Rani from Elden Ring. No, it's Rani who asked us if they can copy Lena's, look, and we said yes from software, and then that's why.
Yeah, we're close with
Uh,
Miyazaki.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. But for the real reason, though, it was more on since again Lena is a Air Genasi warlock, and it was so coincidental that Ronnie was released, and I was like, huh, this is exactly what I needed. A blue girl with a nice hat can potentially summon the darkness within underneath hell. So I think that's pretty much okay, you know? But
Wait.
yeah, it was actually by pure coincidence.
Okay. Noted
Mhm.
on that one. And did you guys notice something in our screen? Like on the bottom right with all these ads, there's one that said please pay our mod that popped up. Please pay Mama Mod.
Ah.
Why is that
None-
there? What's going on? Okay, I think
Okay, let's see. I'm looking at the chat as we speak for questions. So somebody did ask from Cow. Am I pronouncing that? Favorite food?
I think it's chaos.
Oh, chaos. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't read. I can't read. Chaos. Shh, shh, shh,
we'll now
shh.
call
No.
you Cows. Cows Hammer. Cows Hammer 50. Yep.
Oh, you love me. I'm cute. You can't get mad at me. I'm cute.
But yeah, what's your favorite food?
I think my favorite food is naan bread and hummus that my mom always used to make with us.
Naan bread and hummus. Now I
Mhm.
wanna.
Yeah, it's delicacy from where we are.
Oh, let me see if I can order one.
Kind of want some too now.
Oh, and there's also. Are you taking concert eternal applications?
Only if you think you're worthy.
Oh. Oh, right. I think because on a previous session, Lena showed her true form. Like, can you tell us, Lena, what's your true form look like? And what are those things that are like glowing things popping out all around your body?
Okay, so this one's okay because it's not really much of a secret. So Lena does have a quote unquote true form. She's actually not a 12-year-old 4 feet girl.
Because
She is
FBI open up. Yes.
Yeah. So she's actually 30 years old in human years, and she is 5'8" in height. She has a very nice womanly body, voluptuous, and clearly basically a woman at her prime. So in a case, I guess for context, just imagine Ronnie, but just more human-esque. You know, minus the doll features and minus the extra arms kind of thing. So, and from,
I talk very cutely when I'm small.
but when I'm bigger, that's when things start to change just a little bit.
Oof. All right.
Hopefully, you guys get to see bigger Lena every now and then.
The bigger Lena with the hat that's like what? You're gonna be like 6'5". And
Yes.
you're not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
fit in her.
yeah. There was this question in regards to why it seems like because Lena is supposed to be quite a amazing and very intellectual warlock. But here's a quick fun fact chat. So when Lena is small, it's mostly because she has this belief that she chooses to be stupid. Only because when she's small, she'd like to be no thoughts head empty because she spends majority of her time studying magic, mastering it. So obviously when she's out of her study room or out of her study or in the library, she just wants to kind of like
No thoughts, head empty. 2 plus 2 is 6. Yes.
That's correct.
Oh
That
god, there's
makes
two of
sense.
them.
All right. So thank you for that, Lena and B.
yeah, thank you, Fu.
And thank you for the coffee, Mama Mod, for that. And again, for those asking why we're not playing Dungeons and Dragons, because 2 of our players are currently out. They don't have internet connection. The Forbidden One just made them vanish or put them in the Shadow Realm, so they're out right now. So we're dropping some character lore, and now we'll move on to our next player slash character.
Birdman.
I guess we're going down to Birdman.
Right.
We're going down.
I'm sorry, I got
excited. But I guess we're going down to IcedTeaGaming. You can actually tell us, before we go to Cerant and explore Cerant's lore, why don't you tell us first, as a player, like, when did you start playing Dungeons and Dragons or any tabletop RPG? And then from there on, what's your journey been like? Have you played other TTRPGs? Do you have any fun or not so fun experience in playing those tabletop RPGs you want to share? You're comfortable to share? And do you have any tips that you can add to my wake or my deathbed, things like that? Since we're gonna have a D&D convention when I die, knock on wood. That's what I said. So, go.
All right. So I think it's best to say, or at least from my knowledge, right? I started my D&D journey when I was around like 9 years old, and that was, I think, 3.5 then. And it was basically like a one-on-one session with me and my dad. So in essence, that was like a story time back then.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, but things happened, time passed, and I got busy in life, and D&D kind of like took a backseat. Though that initial like exploration into D&D gave me some inspiration for writing. That's why when I went to college, I actually took creative writing. But the summer before college was like, I was abroad. I found some D&D books like the Player's Handbook, and the DMG, if I recall, was the first two books I got. And I decided to post, you know what, let's have a looking for game. And then the funniest thing happened then. Someone responded tagging Paul over here to DM for us. And there were 6 other players other than me who showed interest. Or sorry, then it was 5 other players who showed interest as well. And so we met in a board game lounge, and we had some, how should I say, very interesting early sessions in this was 5th ed already by this time. Paul, if I recall, was the new DM then, and we were all completely new players. So you can tell there was a lot of shenanigans involved.
I think that's how we got the name Greasy Snitches, because
Oh yeah, for the context of it, we were fighting some guards, if I recall, and there was some treasure. So they threatened to, they backstabbed us and were threatening us. They were threatening us that if we don't give them the treasure, bad things can happen. So what happened was, our wizard Icarus, you'll also know her later on, or at least here.
You mean the one playing as
Eridwin?
Eridwin right now? Okay.
Yes.
Who's not here? And
Yes.
in the Shadow Realm. Okay. What did Icarus?
She cast the grease spell, and all the guards were caught in it. And if I recall, it was our sorcerer Ronson, who is currently part of the Greasy Snitches Inn, lit the fire, and that was
Burn the guards. Oh my god.
that was the most torturous few moments that I've heard for a long time. And when we got out, people were asking us like, what happened? So from there, we kind of grew with that name. Since we snitched on the guards and started them in a greasy fire, we kind of put 2 and 2 together and did not come up with 6, but instead we came up with the Greasy Snitches.
Wow. So we're not only just getting character lore here, we're getting some Greasy Stitches lore as well. Okay. Nice. And from there, what character were you playing?
Playing my Tiefling Rogue Core, who is a very suave swashbuckler, who made it all the way to 20 and then vanished from the face of the earth because I lost his character sheet.
It's somewhere there. So if you found
Somewhere
Core's character sheet, please return it to us. You can message us at the Greasy Snitches on Twitter or Facebook because yeah, we need that character sheet. Okay. And then from there, did you play any other RPG games or TTRPG, or did you just
So-
stay with Dungeons and Dragons?
I've explored a lot of other TRPGs. I've gone through a few World of Darkness, like Vampire the Masquerade. I've also done Hunter the Vigil and Hunter the Reckoning. I've also tried Call of Cthulhu, some Legend of
Oh.
Five Rings, and right now the one I am currently playing is City of Mists. And
Holy crap! You're playing a lot of games.
I have gone through a lot, and I'm currently reading through another system called Blades in the Dark, and I'm reading through a pre-made adventure that was just newly released from Tokyo Otherscape. There we go, which is a new Kickstarter from the creators of City of Mists. So yeah, I have gone through a lot, and now I'm back at D&D as well.
So, out of all those tabletop RPGs that you played, which one do you think is for you? The best one, where you had the best experience?
Okay, that's really a hard answer, simply because each of them have
top three.
top three.
Top
All right,
three, yeah.
I would have to give it to, in no particular order, I'd have to say City of Mist, D&D, and Legend of the Five Rings.
Oh, what did you like about Legend of the Five Rings?
I like that it's a really, how should I say, there's a lot of culture, there's a lot of lore involved. It's definitely a lot harder to get into compared to other TRPGs because at least the expectation is you read a lot of lore. You really don't have to do that, especially if your GM is familiar with the game. But yeah, there's a lot of how should I say, there is a lot of etiquette. There's a lot of, you need to act like a proper samurai in that system.
All right. Well, in chat, there's one asking, magaling ba GM nyo, which is your GM good for City of Mist?
GM, I'd have to say, is really good at what he does in the system, especially. What do you mean don't give him the satisfaction?
Yeah, because the one that's asking is probably your GM. All right, so yeah, we have some City of COM fans there and L5R. If you haven't tried it, now's a good time to look. Will we run it here? Probably if Cerant or that awesome GM that Cerant was talking about wants to run on stream, we can have that because I'm not running it. I'm not gonna read the whole new set of rules and then run it. But yeah, guest GMs, why not? Right? We can have that. Yes. We'll just have stickman figures as your avatar, and then yeah, we'll have that. Okay, so wow, so 3.5 and then 5th edition D&D, and now we're back here playing Dungeons and Dragons again, and now you're an humanoid owl.
Yes.
So Cerant looks very interesting. And he's an artificer, but where did he come from? How did he become an artificer? Are your parents also an owl people, or is it like a combination of something else plus something else? Like clear, enlighten us.
Well, I think this. So let's start first with Cerant's family, right? Cerant's family is the youngest of 5 children. His parents are, how should I say? One is a human, one is an owlin, and I think we should keep it ambiguous as to who's who.
Okay. Wow. Fan
But-
art incoming. All right. Okay.
But as the youngest of so I think now we can go down a bit more on why Cerant is, who he is. And basically, since he is the youngest of his family, he basically has no duty to his family whatsoever. Like, you're not gonna be the heir if you're the fifth child. It's normally like the first is the heir, the second is the backup, the third you send to the clergy, and then the fourth is the backup for the backup. So as the fifth, I didn't really have much to do. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go study the magical arts. After studying quite some bit, I kind of realized that I didn't really have an affinity to magic, so I can't cast spells. I don't do any fancy hand gestures and boom comes out a fireball. Instead, I learned how to sort of mimic magic through tools and technology. So instead of doing fancy hand gestures and speaking them out or singing a song and then words become real, I kind of just create machines. I create devices. I use runes. I craft potions, and that's how my magic appears. An example of it is in last session when I brought out my light hammer to smack the skeleton. There's a fancy sigil there was a sigil on it. So when I smacked it, it kind of left an elemental bomb inside the skeleton.
Oh, that's why it was so fancy. Yeah, I remember that thing that got stuck on the skeleton's rib cage.
That
And
was
then-
the fanciest booming blade I've seen in a while.
When he moved, he just exploded. Ah, yeah, that is cool. So you hammer the explosives to your enemies, and then let them explode. Wow.
Awesome.
Does chat ask, is there like an environment or surfaces that Cerant hate the most? Because of you probably hate your wings getting muddy, so you probably hate swamps, something like that. Or
Swamps are definitely up there, but I think I would absolutely hate thick forests simply because how especially with a large wingspan, it gets really really cramped in the forest. So like every time I try to stretch, I'm most likely going to be hitting trees, going to be hitting bushes, and it's like, where can I get some space? Do I have to fly all the way up just to get a proper morning stretch? But swamps are definitely up there. Like muddy wings, especially these. Look at my feathers; they are white. That is gonna be disgusting to clean off.
They would look really good with my hat, though.
No.
Can I get one?
No.
please?
If I naturally shed one, sure, but I will not tear one off.
Okay, I'll wait until you shed then.
and then can you give some to Siegfried too for his shoulder thingy?
Oh, I thought I was
pads.
gonna give him some so that he can cover his other eye.
What do you mean? This one? And I show a finger. I have finger feather rather. I show a feather that's already in my hand. This
thought
could
there's
function
no-
as my quill.
I thought there's a
God.
random finger inside that.
I would be terrified if there was a finger there.
All right. Yep. Well. So
There's
that
actually,
actually.
a bit more DM.
Yeah. But before we continue,
Mhm.
since you mentioned you hate like flying in the forest, does that mean you can fly right now? Like mechanically, can your character fly?
Yeah, mechanically my character can fly. However, the thing is, Cerant doesn't normally fly around. He does it when there's urgency or if things are taking a bit too long. But otherwise, you're gonna see me walking around a lot.
So you're a level 2 character that can actually fly.
Yes.
Wow, your DM gave you flying speed at level 2. Either he's really, really nice or I don't know, there's something wrong.
The thing is, right, the moment I put on any form of armor other than light, my wings get clipped and now I'm stuck to the ground. So I'm just sticking with this studded leather that I've started off with, and yeah. I'm like an Aarakocra, but better.
All right, noted. And then continue. What happened after that? So you have your family. You're the fifth one. Nobody cares about the fifth child. Wait a minute. I'm a fifth child. What are you saying?
Wait. Well, I'm saying that. DM, what I'm saying is that the fifth child doesn't have to bear the responsibilities. I'm not saying they don't necessarily care about you.
Okay, all right, okay. So move on. Continue with the lore drop, and then so why are you adventuring, or how did you become an artificer? You studied through tried to study magic, but no good. So you try to mimic magic through your adventures, through your device, and then
Yep.
Okay.
So
What's
what
next?
happened was, my parents and I got in a bit of a disagreement, and I kind of left home a bit early on. So when I did, there's some time skip here, right? But in essence, I found a military company who was willing to take me in. Considering that I'm an Owlin, nobody really sees Owlins here in Faerun, or at least I haven't seen another Owlin other than my family. They decided to take me in, and that's where I kind of honed my inventions a bit more. I focused on being more of or at least I was more focused on becoming a combat medic in that field. So whenever people would be injured or any hurt or injured, I would use my new inventions on to try and bring them back or to keep them safe. And being part of a military company, there was a lot of wartime, not necessarily just against other kingdoms, but against bandits, creatures. They would hire us for a lot of things, and there were so many times where I was able to test that to the point where I kind of perfected at least some of my inventions, such as as I like to call it, or at least as called by the book, the spare the dying spell. I have this little invention that kind of keeps your heart beating no matter what goes on. So if anyone goes down, I just jam it on you and hope it works.
I give you permission to do that to me.
That's cool. Do you have any other gadgets? Like, what else do you have with you? As
right now, I'm kind of learning a bit more on, I'm kind of learning a bit more on what I can do. I have this little shock device that kind of, or what's the best way to say? It's a little shock device that brings your hit points back up. It's my cure wound. So walk up to you, zap you a bit, and kind of reinvigorates you a bit more.
Oh.
And it stings,
You shock
but
somebody.
yeah, it stings you early on. But you know what? If it heals you, then hopefully that's good enough.
You shot somebody back to life. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Noted on that one. So I won't panic when that happens. So do you, when you're part of the mercenary group going back, does that group have a name, or is there like a leader? Like, how many of you guys were there in that group when you joined?
I actually haven't fully developed, or I haven't gone through a name, or at least a name for the company or the group. But our leader was the Knight Captain Taryn, and she was the one who found him and asked him to join the services. She took good care of the company, and she was a great leader. However, after a few battles, or at least in our last battle, she was hit by a fireball, which content warning here, she lost one of her legs and arms, or at least they were rendered useless. So being the medic at the time, I designed prosthetics for her to use, but even with that, she opted to retire. And considering that she was the one who took me in, I thought to myself, maybe now's the time to move on in life and kind of look for other people who need my help.
I see. Okay.
So I went
Wow.
from soldier to being an adventurer, but in the end, I'm still at least combat medic oriented.
Got it. And well, before I ask my next question, just shout out to Mama Mod out there for putting all the one who's controlling our screen right now. It's all Mama Mod, and the one who's modding the chat, of course. It's all her. So props to her again with all the things that are coming out right now. So
This is why I say Mama Mod is more powerful than the Forbidden One. She can literally like zap you out of the screen if she wanted.
oh, true. Yeah, she does have the bad hammer too. So be careful. All right, but going back to Cerant, my next question is: as a mercenary, let's go a bit deeper here. What were you guys doing? What was the jobs that you did as a mercenary group? Were you like guards for like rich people, like nobles and merchants, or do you do like assassination quests or things like that? Are you like Moon Knight mercenary and you stole like a Egyptian artifact? That's probably what Lena is looking for.
Hey,
What?
or do you throw random bullshit like Moon Knight?
She's an owl at night. Oh no.
Well, I do throw random bullshit, but
Yeah.
I'm not like my mercenary group was more oriented towards very direct assault, or at least we were very front facing. So when we were hired for battles, we were kind of the ones who were sent in first. When we're hired to clear out monster caves, we set up camp outside and have our more experienced or have our mercenary veterans go inside and clear it out. So it's a lot of extermination and invasion jobs, if anything.
Oh, I see. So does that mean if like a group of goblins is attacking a village, you're gonna be hired to exterminate those goblins who's trying to loot like the village?
As long as the coin is right, yeah. We're like Goblin Slayer but bigger
I
as
see.
a group.
And then you also get hired if you wanna, let's say a noble from a city wants to invade another city. Together with their soldiers, do you also get to participate in those things?
Yes. Though normally I tend to stay in the tent at the back just to make sure that everyone's alive and well. So less battle experience, but I've seen what happens in the front lines.
Yeah. So my next question is: these people that hire you, or even if they have the right amount of coins, are they good people? Like, if they're invading another city, maybe they're doing it just because they want to, because they're evil. But do you know, as Cerant, if you have accepted those kind of quests? Like, maybe the goblins were really nice people, and it's the village who keeps attacking their cave, and they hired you to exterminate all those goblins, right?
Well, their jobs all come in from what Knight Captain Taran had accepted, so she's the one in the end who decided whether or not what our cause is good or bad. And right now as said in Star Wars Clone Wars, good soldiers follow orders.
All right. Noted on that one. Yeah, mercs, right? Okay, I'll take. Yeah, first the DM is taking notes, chat. Don't worry, DM is taking notes about this because there might be some angry goblins in the future. We'll never know. Good stuff. So now that you told us about your mercenary life, and what happens after that? What happened after that? Like, why are you now adventuring with these very sussy people?
Well, after after I left the company, of course I need to find a way to make some coin. Can't go around this. I can't go around begging, and I can't go around healing people for free, because if I do, I'm gonna end up bankrupt. So I needed to find a way to make coins, so I at least could heal people for free, right?
Hmm.
And right now, kind of found a job with these people in all the way in Everland,
Okay.
but we didn't get paid. A dog ripped me off, or a dog got my money, and yeah, we're in Flan now, and I'm poor.
A fey dog.
A fade dog, yes, a fade dog, and now, or at least, as per last session, we kind of ended up in a room filled with gold and a golden dragon.
Oh boy. Okay. Noted on that one. So the mercenary group totally disbanded. They're gone.
Not, I wouldn't say so. It's just, at least from what I last heard, or after the leader left and after I left, I heard they're still I heard they're still operating
Under new leadership or
under new leadership, definitely.
oh.
So
Taking
I'm not
notes,
sure
taking notes.
how. I'm not sure if they went even more morally ambiguous, or
Oh,
just straight up
man.
evil became good. I'm not sure.
I'm so excited for Cerant's arc. There's so many. We're gonna go through Lena's arc, finding those things, and then we have to go through Cerant's arc, and let's see if he will meet those that became victims while he was doing a job as a mercenary, or he'll meet the current mercenary group that he used to work for. That's gonna be at least like 50 episodes, right? So, so okay, noted on that one. So chat, now's your time to ask questions to Cerant, if you have any, and he'll try to answer it, or if I can't answer it, I'll try to answer it. Like how do you take care of your feathers? Like, do you take a bath? Like, how does an owlin? Is that what your race is called?
That is my race.
All right. Where so if someone wants to use an owlin as a race in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, where can they find that?
They can find it in the new Strixhaven, a Curriculum of Chaos.
That's an official D&D book, right?
That is an official D&D book.
Yeah,
Yes.
Strixhaven is the Magic the Gathering campaign setting. They have a D&D book for. Okay, yep, they have owls there, so you can do that. Oh, nice one. All right. Okay, so yeah, how do you clean? How does an owlin like clean themselves? Like, what's
Okay,
their routine?
so I kind of did a very crash course research on this, but basically, an owl, when it cleans itself, just kind of dips in water and then starts shaking aggressively to get its feathers wet, but not like drenched.
Okay. Props to these players, because the questions I'm asking, we didn't do any preparations for all of this. So this is all impromptu, and the fact that they know the answer to it, as a dungeon master, I'm impressed. So good job on that one. And of course, Mama Mod with all these very good visual descriptions of how owls clean themselves. Okay. We have a question.
Yep.
Is Cerant vegan, vegetarian, carnivore, or just eats what he feels like?
Well, right now, Cerant, or at least Cerant, is very much carnivorous, as owls are. Normally, right, you'd see an owl eating rodents and the like, but Cerant here is a bit more sophisticated, and at the very least, he eats jerky.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a lot. Doesn't eat too fancy, especially since he grew up or since he learned life as a soldier. So yeah, lots of protein and lots of carbs is his main diet.
So when you see a rat like just running across the street at nighttime, do you get that urge?
I do not. I may be an owl, but I'm not like other owls.
So you do not get the urge to snatch that rat, and then if nobody's looking, just what are these things, Mama Mod? What are you showing us?
It's
Basically
what happens.
wet. It's moist.
It's what happens when an
Cerant.
owl is wet.
Oh,
What were the
moist
other races you
Cerant.
considered for this
Moist.
character? Okay, so I
moist.
actually, the DM knows this, and Mama Mod knows as well. I kind of went through a lot of different ideas for what I wanted my character to be. There was an idea of me wanting to be a human variant, half elf. I also kind of wanted to explore the undead races for from the what was the name of that book? But basically, where the Hexborn is, the Reborn, all of those. I kind of
Van Richten's guide.
Van Richten's guide. I kind of did a little more research to it, but I, as a person, have an affinity towards birds. Like, I fucking love avian creatures. There's this one time I did bird watching, yeah, and
I was about to say I love birds, but yeah, he changed it. Okay.
yeah, like I did bird watching, and so in the end, I kind of went towards the owlin because one, I've always like a lot of the people kind of know this, or who talk to me know this, that when I first saw the owlin, I would not shut up about the owlin. Because I just saw the owls and I'm like, oh my god, they're so fucking cool. Look at them.
I think
They
you need
are.
a shirt that goes like, I love birds.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can see that now you're an owlin. You look pretty cool and pretty wide with those wings. And my next question, I need to ask the right questions here. Has Cerant been in love before?
Ha. That's a it's an interesting question.
Had Cerant had a girlfriend or currently have a lover?
Wait, so does that mean are you into ladybirds too? If so, like what kind of ladybirds?
Yeah.
So I don't like trying to look back at it, right? I don't think Cerant's ever seen anyone romantically yet, or at least he hasn't fallen for anyone yet. Simply because he was too focused on other things. Because he had to study. He had to study a lot of pseudo magics just so he could match what a wizard could do. So he kind of had a lot more other he had focused on other things in life back then. But I'm not saying that he's completely against romance. If anything, right, Cerant is not necessarily in a relationship, or at least he was before, not right now.
A maidenless owlin, yes.
Ow. But I would say that he's not necessarily into just other birds. I mean, as proof that it's possible for their species, his mother and father are owlin and human. So yeah.
Do you find humans attractive?
I don't think I've found the right human yet.
But you see like one passing by, probably like in the streets of Waterdeep, or Cerant is from Luskan, is that right?
Scan, yes.
All right. So if you're seeing like down by the docks, from a new ship that just docked, and out comes this beautiful human, you feel like you're attractive to those, or?
I think once early in my life, I kind of when I was chilling by the docks, trying to test out this new little gadget I made, which in essence was just a firework launcher. I kind of saw something similar to your scene, DM, and I think that she caught Cerant's attention, but kind of being an awkward owl, I just became shy and went away.
So from what I'm seeing here, Cerant is a typical anime protagonist who's just so busy with studying and everything, and now he has a group. Now you start to have a harem and Siegfried.
Wait a minute.
What do you mean? I love the guy.
Part of the harem, then, yeah. Part of the harem. All right. Okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, on the first episode, I've seen that like a lot of people when Cerant was introduced, everyone was down bad for him. It's like, Big Bird Man.
I don't understand.
Just look at Cerant when he talks. I mean, who wouldn't like? Look at that. It's
Happy boyo.
I understand I understand, owls are very handsome by nature, but guys, come on.
All right. Well, we just can't stop it. We can't stop it. All right. And so now you're with your new group, and you're now trapped in a portal in a room full of gold. And that's Cerant's lore. All right. I've learned a lot of new things. And those who are watching us right now, our viewers, you know this. You now know Lena's lore, you now know Cerant's lore. So in the future, when you see something happening, you can see it from a mile away when my story or our story starts to go through towards one of these characters. All right, and they won't even know it. All right. The last one. Thank you very much for waking up for us and getting out of the Shadow Realm. Siegfried, Ian, tell us about your D&D experience. When did you start playing Dungeons and Dragons? Have you played any other tabletop RPGs? Was there like a good experience, bad experience that you're comfortable to share? Things like that.
I guess I started playing D&D during my high school days. It was quite a while back. I had my seatmate he had his laptop out, right? And he was telling me about this new game that he played with his cousins in their family reunion, and he was trying to get me into it. And I said, yeah, sure, okay, I can play that, sure. What do I need? Oh, you don't need anything. You just need a pen and a paper and some dice. And he booted up the program. It was something for 4E, 4th edition. So I played that first. I started out as a paladin. And we didn't have dice back then. The first game I've ever played of D&D, we didn't have dice. So what we did was, we grabbed a piece of paper, wrote 1 to 20 in small paired bits of pieces of paper, folded it, and grab one piece of paper when we tried to roll instead of rolling dice. It was quite fun. But the thing that stuck to me was when I was out in a parking lot with some friends, and we just had a session of D&D, and they couldn't stop nerding out about their session because I was their DM back then, and they said, "Hey, Ian, can we continue playing kahit na, or even if we're just in the parking lot?" I said, "Sure, yeah." So I'm under the street lamp or light, in the middle of the night while we were supposed to go home. We continued to play D&D. We rolled dice on the concrete and we were shouting, "Yeah!"
You played Dungeons and Dragons in a parking lot? In an open parking lot?
Yes, in an open
Holy
park.
crap.
People were
Nice.
probably looking at us weird, but we were having fun, and yeah, it's been close to 10 years now. It's a fun ride. It's a fun.
That's a fun memory. Wow, respect. Playing Dungeons and Dragons in a parking lot. All right.
Mm.
All right. You didn't roll dice like on top of a car and kind of like scratch your paint.
No.
Okay.
We probably paid the fine.
Nice. Okay, good, Jazz. And what's like a let's see, like what is your favorite race or class that you've played or you want to play in Dungeons and Dragons?
There's a funny story. Recently, or I think that was 2 weeks ago. I was out with friends and they said they were playing D&D. But I've just met them for the first time. So this guy, we were talking about D&D, and he said, I think you play Paladin a lot. And I said, why? And he told me that I feel like you're a self-righteous guy in real life, and I feel like you try to please people a lot. So I think you're a Paladin player. My face back then was like, I'm confused, but really intrigued that you think about me like that. But yes, I do play the Paladin a lot. I've only played Paladin in 4E, and in 5E most of my characters in Adventurers League and in Homebrew are a mix of either a full Paladin or multi-classed into a Paladin. Because I feel like I'm the most comfortable playing them.
So
I don't know about the
ladies and gentlemen, take note that Ian is a pleaser.
I hate it when people I can't please people,
Oh.
So I try my best to finish the
happy?
request.
Finish the request.
But it ends up where I get a pile of requests. I can't finish. That's a problem.
Okay, na eh. Oh, you're doing good until you said that last part. Alright.
I can't avoid
Okay,
it.
wow. All right. Yep. I'm sure that's gonna be clipped too, but okay. So that's why you're not a Paladin anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to, get out of that state. That's why I built this character. I mean, every
So
character
with a rogue, you just stab and then out of here.
Yeah.
Is that?
stab, out of the shadows and stab.
Does that also apply with relationships? You just stab and run.
Might apply that, but no. No.
All right.
Kinda sus.
Alright, so you're a rogue in D&D, but a paladin in real life. Is that safe to
Yes.
say?
I
Alright.
guess.
Alright. And so now you're a rogue. You're Siegfried. You have beautiful hair. We can see your
definitely.
other eye.
Look at that.
You have this really, really fancy blade with you.
Really
Is
love
that
the art.
is that a side pocket in your arm?
Don't tell them.
just
They
know-
could
I just
see it.
noticed.
Don't tell the contents.
I just noticed that. Yeah, that's a pocket, right?
Yeah, I just noticed that too.
Holy crap. All right. Yep. And yeah, for those who don't know, the one who made our avatar is Ame Arts. So check out his Twitter at Ame Arts. He's obviously, as you can see, he's pretty amazing. Doing things. We're learning about new details in our avatars that we didn't even notice the first time. So, all right.
He just took all these details. He just took it from our minds and like, oh man, this guy's amazing.
Yeah,
And he finished it in record time too.
Yes.
Actually.
Yes. We gave him like what a very short amount of time, but he delivered. All six of us have our avatars, our talking avatar. So
Fucking avatars, yeah.
That's pretty fancy. Yeah, the real Chad there is
Who's
but,
behind me? Oh, why?
but Siegfried, so tell us, where are you from, Siegfried, and what's your background? What can you share to us in terms of how your story started?
Well, Siegfried is an open and closed book at the same time. He's you feel like you can trust him, but not really. He hides a lot of secrets. if I could say it like that. I'll read something. From what I wrote.
You mean you wrote your backstory too?
Of course.
You make it sound like these. Look at these players; they're so good. I mean, they have their background story written out, and wow, I'm impressed. Okay, go.
Here. So we just had the big score. Kael, Congar, Rome. Knocking out that big old man who runs the bakery was a good thing. He nearly hit us with that rolling pin too. Cleaning out the cash box and shoving hot donuts to our cloth bags would feed us for days. It's his fault anyway. He didn't pay and wouldn't show proper respect. Ain't nobody gonna say that to Blade Kamita. Dodging the watch, fooling around, giving the local week some shit, and trying to party as much as possible is what they would be doing in their day-to-day. We had to take power from the city lest it eats us alive. Surviving in an uncaring world is no easy feat. Living in the streets, scraping for food and coin, but nothing prepared them for the thieving life. They were just supposed to collect money from a non-paying customer. It was supposed to be an easy in-and-out racket. But we weren't prepared as we hoped we would be. Within seconds of just making a little noise, we were surrounded. And me, Siegfried, hiding, I saw one of my allies, one by one, going down. At this point, no one should know who I was. The only thing that was in my mind was to escape without showing myself. And that's where my abilities came out. My body changing my appearance to look like one of those thugs. I didn't know how it happened, but I did. And with that, I went out of the place unscathed. Now Siegfried jumps from town to town, scouring for food and changing their identity from time to time, trying to forget who they were before. And it's been years since they knew their real self. Siegfried can be anyone, anywhere, hidden in plain sight. There you go, that's Siegfried.
Oh, did we just receive like a flashback scene? Is it, like in anime, like in Naruto, did we just get like a flashback of what happened to Siegfried?
See the swing?
Does you see the swing and the
with the
waves?
story and everything, yeah, and with the transformation. So wait, yeah, I think that's an important detail in that flashback scenario.
Sigma chat.
Did you say that your body changed to look like one of the thugs?
Yeah, in episode 1-2, I look like Lena. Trying to
Wait.
steal that.
So when you became Lena, that wasn't a disguise. Like I mean, like a clothing and like a piece of cloth turned into hat, and then just
No.
I don't know, some wig. I mean, you really turned into Lena. Is that what you're
Yes.
saying?
I turned small and I turned blue, but my clothes didn't change, so I tried to wrap something around me so that I will.
So FBI won't arrest us. Okay, wow.
If I really tried, I could look like Cerant or Caridwen too, or Ven, but I don't have their clothes.
So that means you can change. Is that why in the teaser poster for the Greasy Snitch for the stream, you didn't put your race there? It's just your class.
Yeah, because who am I? Siegfried doesn't even know too.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that Siegfried doesn't even know like his original form? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. He doubts himself. Is this me for real or no?
You mentioned your friends or the people that you were with. Is there anybody else beside them that knows your true form?
From what I know, no, but someone would be. Out there could be.
Oh, noted, noted. Taking notes, Dungeon Master, taking notes. Wow.
I have a favorite one though that
Okay.
identity. I transformed into Grahud. Grahud was this solidly built mountain dwarf, middle-aged, rough features. You know them dwarves. But he had kind eyes. Always calm, never raises his voice. Um, Grahud was my favorite identity because all my work was in the kitchen, a mug of ale in hand, and I'm just cooking for the customers. And I had the hefty pay too, and I could eat on shift.
But when you transform, do you also gain their abilities? Like all of a sudden, are you a good cook or?
Oh no, Siegfried really knows how to cook.
Oh, all right. Well, what's the most difficult? Chat is asking, like, what's the most difficult impersonation that
Oh,
you've
the
done?
most difficult impersonation that I have would be, I think, it was Kerina. I was assigned to. I was assigned by a political figure. I won't name names. We signed an NDA.
No snitching. Okay.
No snitching, no snitching. But they assigned me to a mission wherein I had to stop a convoy of a very important person, and I had to eliminate them, is the word, without even touching them. So that was a hard mission for me, and I didn't know how to play a girl. I thought I was confused with my gender. Am I really a girl? What if I was a girl even before? Am I just masquerading as a guy? On top of the mission that was at hand, I was unsuccessful. I didn't finish that mission, and I just ran away.
Oh, I see. So this noble figure hired you for a job and you didn't complete it. I wonder what happened thereafter.
I don't. Oh, thank you for the chef's hat, Mamam. I guess I am worried, of course, but I could easily change myself,
So
right?
just in a snap, you can change, like
Yeah.
physically change yourself into
In
something
an
else
action.
in an action. So within 6 seconds, you can do that. Wow, that's an amazing ability, and I don't think a lot of there's like a lot of characters that can do that. I mean, I know of like you can disguise. There's a spell called disguise self.
Oh yeah, that's a
and-
really high spell. I don't know how
but
to match it.
but that's just an illusion. But you physically change into that.
Mhm.
Can you change into something that you haven't seen before, like makeup?
Oh,
like...
I have to see the form. I have to see them.
Oh, okay.
I can't say that. Oh, I can transform into a dragon, but I've never seen, a dragon, or I can't be that size. If I
Now you've
transform
seen
into a
dragon.
dragon, now, just now, in our latest episode, in the ending, yeah, we've seen each
Oh
other.
no, we're doing this we're doing this talk, and Siegfried has seen my face. So now he can impersonate me. So in one of these sessions, you might see DMPaulG, but there's like a voice of Siegfried happening.
Yeah, I can't imitate their voice either. So
Oh, noted. All right.
that's why I kept quiet when I transformed into Lena. Any mission you felt strongly about? Not yet. The current one, I think, with Lena, Cerant, Caridwen, and Ven. He still considers this as a mission, but so far he's not transforming into something else. So that's that's I guess a mission that I felt.
The missions that you do, they mostly like spy missions, or do you do like assassinations as well? Like you turn into like your target's best friend or your butler, and then you just go behind their back and then poof, got
Oh,
it.
a spy never divulges their secrets.
Siegfried 007. Okay, that's good. Since you said your Siegfried is good at cooking, what is Siegfried's signature dish?
Oh, he could cook a mean chicken curry. He's learned. He's learned from from distant lands that there are spices that hits different.
You should go to my house then.
Is that an invitation, Lena? I thought we were fighting. Hmm.
Okay, then I'm not inviting you anymore. You can't get in anymore. Fuck you.
So we have, so we can have like ice coffee, naan bread, hummus, and then chicken curry.
Why
Our
would you
curry.
get curry? Because he's uninvited to my house.
Good thing I'm not a vampire.
And then Cerant will bring rats. No, he doesn't hunt rats. What will you bring?
I can bring some I can bring some dried jerky.
Nice.
Mm.
It's the thought that counts.
Okay, all right.
Actually, you know what, everybody and chat, I ended up just ordering iced coffee and also some hummus, maybe. Because I got cravings at this point as we kept talking.
Oh, that would be perfect for lunch.
This is your sign, everybody. As
Yeah.
lunch, get iced coffee and a food of your choice.
Palpitations for lunch.
We have
Yes.
some people watching us who's like on the other side of the world. It's like 12 midnight their time. I hope
Midnight snack.
you can find some hummus or chicken curry somewhere. Good luck with that. All right, so Siegfried can cook a mean chicken curry. I'll take note of that. So good at cooking. Are you good at mixing drinks too, or just mostly cooking?
Oh, I haven't tried that. But if he knew how to, he would probably do it.
Okay, noted on that one. And so how did you end up here in in Everlund and now in Flan? How did you end up with this group?
Right. So I was talking about Grahood, right?
Uh-huh.
I would have stayed as Grahood for the rest of my, time. I don't even know what my age is actually, but Grahood was the best identity I've had. But I had a fight with a patron. Knocked the beard right out of me, for real. He said he didn't like how I cooked. So, me being Grahood, I was just respectful, I went out of my kitchen and asked what the problem was. He said I was fat. He said I was a bellied, bearded gnome. And I felt uncomfortable about my body.
Oh. Okay.
To top,
So what did you do?
to top that, actually, he spat on the food. I would have been fine with that. I could have dealt with that, but he spat on my food. So, I kicked him right into his balls. You don't do that to my food. So, he was in headbutt height. Yeah, and I've never gone back to that tavern. So the next city was here, and I guess this identity wouldn't hurt.
I see. Okay. Do you know? So Grahood is your identity, but who was the owner of that tavern? Do you know?
Oh, the owner of the tavern I've never met, but they're really good bosses. They've sent me to trips, to beach trips actually.
Okay, so you have
I
leaves.
never
You
read
have
them.
you have paid leaves. Or...
Yeah, I have paid.
Sana
I
all
cook
paid
for them.
leaves.
Wow.
Wow, you're a
Where,
cook with paid leaves
where do I get paid leaves?
in the Forgotten Realms. Wow, they're good bosses. All right. Okay.
Hey, chat. Does anybody get paid leaves? Chat. Answer right now.
what is that? so
Wait.
where what city is like? Where is this? Because I want to go there. I want to go to that tavern.
What's the city near Flan?
It's a city. So it's somewhere here. Okay.
It's somewhere here.
All right. Only leave, no paid. All right. I think Mama Mod is trying to say something, but let's just ignore it for now since we don't have any budget.
Chat. When we finally are able to release our donation link, make sure to donate because we'll give the donation to Mama Mod. We're gonna pay Mama Mod very well. Yes.
Right. So we need that. Imagine if Mama Mod has. Oh, clip. Goddamn. That was...
I think Mama Mod would have more money than us at that point.
Imagine if Mama Mod has an avatar. What does Mama Mod look like? What does she
Yum.
sound like? Right?
Mm.
We'll see that in the future. We'll probably have an episode where we interview Mama Mod and reveal all the secrets. Like how come she can put all these images in her screen really fast?
Pretty sure
Why
she's
is
a
there
god
a
in
rat?
disguise.
Oh, a rat.
DM, I think Mama Mod's threatening you at the moment.
Is there like a gun behind my... Okay. Okay, now I'm scared. Alright, we'll just go back. Let's stop talking about Mama Mod and let's go back to Siegfried. Before something bad happens to me. Again, my
Is this a
wake
spiritual weapon?
my wake should happen like 30, 40, 50 years from now, not today. Alright, so okay. Let's go back. So Siegfried, I forgot my questions now. You said that the restaurant was near Flan, and now you're in Flan.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
a interesting place. Everything's destroyed.
and yeah, you actually, I remember in previous episode you showed that Lena that you have the Greasy Snitches adventures
Oh, yes.
pendant.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
suspicious.
Why? So Lena won't know this, I'm sure. Lena is not listening. But
She's listening in my thoughts.
how come you have that pendant?
Oh, I stole it.
Sorry.
Gotta have one of
Just straight
everything.
up. Like no hesitation.
that makes sense. All right, that makes sense.
But I had been one of I had co-adventured with the other Stitches before in one of my identities. It was tiring, so I left them. But I kept something to remember them by, and I have this. They didn't have their platinum badge before.
So you're telling me that you stole that adventure badge from a Greasy Snitch?
Yeah. One of them's probably filed for a replacement already, but you know.
Noted. DM taking notes.
I don't know who I stole it from. I just saw it and I took it.
Wow. So you're in a different disguise. You adventured with the Greasy Snitches. And then on top of that, you stole one of their adventures badge. Okay. Did you steal anything else or?
Not that I remember. But this blade is not mine too. So I don't know where my things come from. I take them.
Okay. I'm looking at it. I can't stop talking about Mama Mod because someone in the chat said she looks like the lady from Kung Fu Hustle with the hair rollers.
Well, speaking of, there's Kung Fu Hustle too.
All right. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, should we have a watch party?
Oh. Yes.
Wait, how we're gonna? So we're gonna be in the cinema, and then we're gonna be recorded there, and then we're gonna go to jail, and they're gonna be.
Oh my gosh.
All right, but yeah, well, once it's out, and I don't know how we're gonna watch that. We're it's the Greasy Stitches way. Yeah, we're gonna try to. We should have a watch party for that. Okay. Anything else? Any questions from the chat? Good questions that you guys have for our players and characters right now. And that's a lot of lore. I've just been given a lot of names by Siegfried. And a lot of history that would say that'll be another 20-30 episodes when we do Siegfried's arc, especially if that noble that political figure found out that who Siegfried currently is, and that he's alive, and that he hasn't finished the job, and
Yeah.
a lot happening in the future. How are we gonna finish the stream? We're not gonna have an ending. We're just gonna play D&D forever. Like, that's just the three of you. We don't even know Ven's story and Caradwen. And I'm excited to find out, like, where is Ven from? Is she like, does she live underwater or like under the sea?
Oh yeah, that was an interesting character too.
Yeah, because she has like a fins for
I've never seen that.
ears,
and
right?
It would be fun to transform into her.
And Caradwen is a spellcaster, and knowing the player, that character has probably done a lot of things and explosions that questionable actions that may or may not have may have gotten her in trouble. So we'll see about that. Well, so there you go. Those are the things from Lena, Cerant, and Siegfried. These are their background stories, some of the lore, some of the people involved in their lives, some of the folks that might show up in the future. We never know as they continue on their quote-unquote misadventures. And we'll see what will happen in the future. And I want to thank, of course, our players for being game with this talk, this interview, just our chica moment, or basically just gossip moment. And we should do this more often, right? I think we should. This should be like its own segment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We shouldn't just not instead of just having like a D&D D&D stream. We should also have like a I don't know, every other session, or I don't know if we can do it every week. Like, we just talk about things like what happened in the few sessions, like who's that new NPC that showed up, and then is there any other lore that we can dump to our viewers, so we can interview Ven and Caradwen also. So all right, we can add another program. So Mama Mod, can we have another another set of layout, another set of have
You know, if
another...
Mama Mod is gonna complain that she's underpaid, she has every right to get angry.
Oh no, it's back.
Oh,
She said it's back.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Of course, we all love Mama Mod. Mama Mod is the hardest working one here. Don't ban us, or else we won't have streams anymore. So there. And I think that's it. We can leave it at that. At least now we know more about Lena, Siegfried, and Cerant, together with the players that that made them. And next session, I hope we have given enough sacrifices to the Forbidden One,
God, please.
and we can continue playing Dungeons and Dragons. As I'm very excited as what will happen next, because these characters are now in front of an ancient, gargantuan golden dragon. So, if we're gonna end this, is that the end of the stream? Is that the end of our campaign? Are you all just gonna be consumed in a fiery breath and then that's it? You're gone. You can't do anything about it, or what's next?
I hope I live.
We'll see.
I'm gonna sacrifice you first.
Do you have uncanny dodge already, Siegfried?
No, I don't have.
All right, so we'll see. We'll see what will happen next Saturday. And again, the chat viewers, thank you very much for watching our stream today. I hope you learned a lot, and we'll see if episode
Yay.
2 is gonna be a TPK and they're gonna be isekai to a different world.
Please. We just started.
Dragonlance. All right.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Okay. You can follow us on Facebook at Greasy Snitches, on Twitter at Greasy Snitches as well. And if you haven't followed us here on Twitch, please do. Again, my name is Paul Gabat. I am the Dungeon Master / interviewer right now in the stream, and you can follow me on Twitter at DMPaulG, and also on Facebook at DMPaulG as well. Again, we're playing all the adventures that I have written or helped design, which can be found in dmsguild.com. So you could just go to DM's Guild, search for my name, Paul Gabat, and all the things will be there as well. For
Super
you to check out.
DM, yay! And if you
Yes.
guys do play the game, make sure to tag Paul and the Greasy Snitches, because I think everybody would love to see you guys play the games and
Yes.
hopefully hang out. Yeah, if you guys stream it, let us know.
Yes. So we know, and we love to hear stories about your adventures too. So just share it to us. No problem. We also, do you know that we also have a Discord server?
Oh?
Right.
Oh,
We have a Discord server.
Yes. We have a Discord server with 672 members. Do you know that? So you can go to our Discord server. I think the link is bit.ly/greasy discord. And I'm sure Mama Mod can find
gonna
that.
go there right now.
As I shout out Daisuke, please make sure you check out Daisuke at Facebook. If you're here in the Philippines, you're looking for dice, that's the place to go.
you do believe like Daisuke ships worldwide? Do they?
Well, Cerant, what do you think?
As per Mama Mod, she had shook her head, so that's a no.
Okay.
Wait, Sugar,
I'm
so
kidding.
you can
I'm
see
kidding.
Mama Mod?
Oh, what does
Yes,
Mama
I can
Mod
see
look
Mama
like?
Mod.
Oh, wow.
She looks very distracted.
She's doing like
She
5
has a
things at
gun.
once while answering questions.
But yeah, guys, if you guys are within the Philippines, please do support Daisuke. It's actually being run by Mama Mod, so please give Mama Mod any money because she works really, really hard. Plus, you get
Oh.
shiny click clacks in return.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And let's go with our players. Again, Lena, let's start with you. Where can we find you? Not as Lena, but as me. Where can we find you? What yeah, just give us your socials.
Yes. Okay, everybody. So, in case you guys would love to keep in touch with me, Queen the Bee, you guys can find me on Facebook and on Instagram for my tarot and esoteric things under Nile Fairy. That is applicable on Facebook and Instagram. Yes. And in case you guys would love to have a little bit of VTuber things like small graphics, I'm not pro, I just like to do it for fun. You guys can visit Meredy at Fancy Maymay on Twitter and on Facebook. And honestly, you can't expect much except where you just see me work. You see me overworking for money. That's it.
I feel
But
Yeah,
a shout
because-
out, but a
Yeah.
shout out to all our virtual streamers, like the ones with avatars, like the ones we have right here. nice PNG images.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you guys need some free assets, feel free to visit my little corner. Again, that is Meredy under Fancy Maymay, both on Twitter and on Facebook, because I will be releasing free assets for all of you guys to use just so you can kickstart your streaming career. Yay! Yeah.
Why are we not using that? I mean, it's free. These snitches love free stuff. I mean, we don't have any money, so we have a graphic designer, we have a VTuber, with all the assets and stuff. So why? Wow, we have all
Yeah,
the
why
resources.
Siegfried? Yeah, why Ian?
Uh, okay, how is that spelled? Yes, for the intellectually challenged, as Mama Mod tries to figure out the link for all of those things.
Alright, I'll
we'll
send it
post
to
it with-
Mama Mod.
Yeah, we'll post it, and then Siegfried, Ian, go. Where can we find you, and anything you want to promote? Even if it's like a private game, go.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm Ian Viernes. You can find me on Facebook at Art of Ian Viernes and on Twitter at Ian Angelo. I could do graphics for you with my plate's full.
Or for free.
Overworked?
But my plate's full, so not this time. That's it. Thank you guys for watching.
All right. And then lastly, Cerant, IcedTeaGaming.
So Birdman.
Where can we find you? What do you do? Anything you want to promote? Go ahead.
All right. So right now, I just have to say it. I have the messiest socials because for some reason, I can't find the consistent name among all of them. So just follow me on Twitter at IcedTeaGamingOG. You can also find me on Facebook under IcedTeaGaming, or on Twitch under IcedTeaPlays. Fucking wonderful, am I right? So on the side,
All the brands.
on the side I actually do some 3D printing.
Hey.
I'm still setting up the entire page and such, but if anyone has any requests or is interested in 3D printing, I only ship locally, by the way, or as of now. You can find me at Underlight 3D on Facebook.
Underlight 3D. I hope we get a link there somewhere. But so that means you can get a reading at Nile Ferry, and I will probably tell you to get some dice at Dice-Key, together with some miniatures from not IcedTeaGaming but Underlight Printing. And then once you have all of that, I don't know, just have a random art. I'm having a hard time connecting the last one. Just have a random art by Art of Ian Viernes. That's what we can do, right? So there you go. Again, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Wow, we spent like 2 hours just talking about lore and the players and the characters. I wonder when we'll get like a DM lore.
Oh.
We'll have that, and let's see when that will happen. And I think we'll stop for now before, chat is saying we might summon Exodia. So before that happens, I think we can end our stream here. Thank you very much for watching. And next Saturday, see you again next Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Philippine time, or 9:30 p.m. Friday Eastern time. There you go. Bye, everyone. Mama Mon saying
Thank you,
bye.
guys.
Guys, make sure you give your
Bye,
offerings to the Forbidden One so we can have our campaign on Saturday.
I'm
Please.
saying
Tama.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.